Hi everyone, we've got Marcus Rashford here to take your questions. If you could put your hand up and we'll try and get through as many as we can. So someone like to start? James, you want to start?
Marcus, hi. People look at speculating, they look at Manchester United, but from a kind of dressing room and a player point of view, just sum up the mood in the dressing room, bearing in mind we finished 6th in the Premier League last season and everyone's talking about a fresh start, showing what the real Manchester United is.
I think the mood's how it should be really. Everyone's positive. We know that last season wasn't good enough, but we put it behind us, and we've worked harder than ever to try and put things right. And going into the season, that's what we'll be looking to do.
How hard have the sessions been over here in Australia in a couple of days?
Yeah, they've been quite tough. But to be honest, I think it's what we need. And if we look at this time last year, we're in much better condition, and we just can't wait for the games really now.
Marcus, first time we've spoken to you since you extended your contract. How much did you have to think about committing your future to this club for such a long time, given the, in theory, difficulties that it's experiencing at the moment?
For me, it's always been like a goal of mine to help the club get back to where they were, and what we all know as Manchester United. So the decision wasn't a hard decision because I don't feel like we've done that. So but everyone's looking forward to not only me. That's something that the dressing room shares, and everyone's looking forward to trying to get that dream done.
Do you feel as though, even though you're still a very young player, that with a couple of major tournaments behind you with England and a lot of Premier League appearances now, that you're one of the players who's got to take responsibility for getting United back?
I think as individuals we all have to take on that responsibility, but also as a team, if we do both of them, then we've got a good chance of doing what we're set out to do.
Okay, David.
You've got 13 goals last season for United, the same as the previous season. Ollie just been in saying that he feels that you've got 20 goals a season in you, 20 goals plus. Is that something now at this stage of your career that you're looking to do, a kind of target to break that threshold?
100%. I feel like now I'm in a better sort of condition to do it. It's been tough. Pretty much every pre-season I've had a tournament or something with the national team. Then you break shorter. You have to come back quicker, and it can be difficult to start the season up and running. But I feel like this year I've managed it. Between me and the manager, we've managed it better, and physically I feel in better condition.
The target for you. I know you're not an out-and-out striker, you kind of move around a lot as well, but would that be a target for you?
Yeah, I don't think you'd put a number on it, but you want to score as many goals as you possibly can, and for us forwards it's just about goals and assists, and if we can do that amongst us, we have a lot of talent in the team, so we don't know how many goals we can score.
The manager's been quite cautious about saying whether it will be possible to catch the likes of City and Liverpool over the space of one season because they're so far ahead. But in terms of your targets as a player, do you think it is possible to challenge them next season?
I think, to be honest, we have to take it one game at a time. We have to just set out to win every game like what we always try and do. But for us, we can't look too far ahead or what's behind us. We have to just concentrate on ourselves, and that's in the position that we're in now. That's the most important thing.
Almost from the first game that Ollie came in, he's made you the main man up front. You've got a great new contract now, Marcus. Do you feel like the main man now?
To be honest, I feel like it's shared amongst us. We've got a lot of young players, a lot of exciting players. So it's not. I think individually you take on that responsibility, but like I said before, if every individual takes on that responsibility, then we put ourselves in a good position.
Just got Simon at the back.
You mentioned the young players. What made of the new boys? What have you seen them so far?
I've obviously seen them when they was younger and sort of watched them grow and develop. So it's not a shock to me that the players that are here. So I'm sure next season, this season coming up, they'll get a lot more game time, and it's exciting for them as individuals, but for the team as well. It's always exciting to have young new players.
How are the new signings settling in? Someone wants to know how the new signings are settling in. What sort of impact have Daniel and Aaron made on?
Yeah, it's. I've always said that this team, it's quite easy to settle into, especially if you're a young player. There's a lot of young players that have travelled on this trip, so they've just slid right in, and it's probably the perfect environment for them to keep developing the football.
A bit of a local question, but what do you know about Perth and what are you expecting from them on Saturday night?
I'll be honest, I don't know much about them, but we know that the facilities have been good here. We've had a good couple of days of training, so everyone's looking forward to that game, and I'm sure Perth are as well. So we've got another couple of days before the game, so we're just going to keep training and working hard.
Do you expect to go out and have a big win, like a kind of 5-0 win against these sides who are obviously?
It just depends on fitness levels. They could be fitter than us, we could be fitter than them, and in pre-season that's probably the biggest challenge. But we know that we've worked hard, so we're just looking forward to the game.
Sorry, it was obviously disappointing finishing sixth last season. Seeing City win the title and Liverpool win the European Cup, your arch rivals. I mean, does that mean your motivation, particularly for you as a local as a United fan, does that mean your motivation even stronger? You must hurt to see that happen.
Yeah, for me, that makes putting United back to where they were even a bigger challenge, and you never shy away from a challenge, so it's important that we face it head on. What's happened has happened, and we have to move forward as a team.
Marcus, just from your experiences in the Premier League so far, when you see the Agueros and the Kanes getting 20+ league goals regularly, how hard a figure will that be to attain going forward if you targeted sort of 20?
It's a different situation. They play number 9 for 38 games in a season. I've not done that once. So it's two completely different situations, and I've always said from the beginning that my goal was never to be a number 9 that can't play anywhere else. It was to try and be as free flowing as possible, and that's how United have brought me up. And playing on the left, playing on the right, that's what I want to do, that's what I believe in.
So you don't think next season being out and out centre forward, you don't think the fans will see that Marcus Rashford is very much a number 9? You think we'll see a difference?
I think the fans and the public can make their own decisions, but for me, I know what I've worked on since I was 6 or 7 years old, and it was never to be a number 9. It was to be able to play as a number 9, but also be able to adapt and play in other systems, other formations. And for me, that's what Man United is. We've always had players that can change and chop and change between each other.
Okay, just a couple left. So Paul and then Simon here. Thank you.
Ollie was speaking very positively about Mason Greenwood a few minutes ago. What have you made of his development? Do you think he'll be pushing you guys next season for it?
Yeah, I think 100%. For me, he'll definitely get more game time, and everyone's just enjoying watching him develop and grow. Because that step up from academy football to men's football can be difficult. But he had a good game against Cardiff in the last game of the season, so that's put him in good stead for the position that he's in now. So hopefully he just keeps on going and keeps working hard, and then I don't see why not. He can't play.
Marcus, has Ollie done any specific work with you in terms of your role within the team? Because he spoke a lot last season about being in the right places and how you add 5 or 6 or 7 goals to your tally just by making the right runs. Has he done that? What kind of runs is he wanting to do?
A lot of the things that he's speaking about is instinctive, so it's not necessarily that you work on it. It's just recognising certain pitches. Like say someone's shooting, that's instinct to follow in. It's not, you don't practice that out on the pitch. But I think you get a lot of that from speaking to him. So that's one way of learning. But also he's had the time to really work with us on the pitch. We've learned new things, and I think going into the season now we're in better condition to perform better.
Just one more from Rob and then that's it. Thank you.
There was a video that was shared of your holiday while you were away that caused a little bit of debate back home. Obviously it wasn't shared by you when you were in it. Could you understand why there was a little bit of debate about that, and was it something that Ollie's had to talk to you about?
I've not spoke to the manager about it, but from what I've seen of it, it's people have to understand that he was enjoying his holiday and it was a mistake, so there's not really much I can say about that.
Okay, thank you very much everyone.
Thank you.